you perform this self-defense bite properly, you should be able to completely destroy your
What has he got in his mouth?
Tina Mutai bite. When you perform this self-defense bite properly, you should be able to
He has a little fake ear in his mouth. This next segment is, I hope, going to be great. This is one of my surprise segments. I'm a fucking internet head. All right, everybody who is in here should know that about me. I'm old school fucking 4chaner from back in the day. I've been on that motherfucker since 2007. I remember when 4chan was good. Any case, I'm an old school fucking internet head. I can't go to bed without like doom scrolling random things for fucking like half an hour. It doesn't matter if it's 4chan, Twitter, now my own Discord, whatever. I got to do it. And sometimes at night, it's kind of like getting to the point where I think they are like old school TV shows or old school TV networks putting the weirdest fucking advertisements up in the middle of the night, because I don't see this shit all the time during the day. But nighttime, you get to see some fucking wild advertisements. And this first one, we're going to be really watching it together for the first time. I've seen it with my eyes, and I could not believe what I was saying, but I've never listened to it, and I'm stoked. So this is Jason Hansens' spy briefing. If a criminal ambushes you and knocks you to the ground, would you know how to survive? Watch this video to learn how to survive the worst possible position for real-world attacks. And so this is just boomer self-defense, and I've never been more excited about something in my fucking life.
This is the worst.
I'm stoked. No. I don't want to know about the rat fight book, although I kind of do. Here we go. So we're just going to watch this video, and then if it's really interesting, we're going to fucking rabbit hole this and just see where it goes, because I'm stoked.
This is the worst thing that could happen if you get attacked by a criminal. He's knocked you down. He's got you mounted on the ground. Unless you respond fast, you're about to get beaten to death. So how should you respond in a situation like this where your life is on the line? I'll show you how in today's video.
I don't know if he's going to go through this scene again, but let me just tell you right now, if you're in a full mount, you might be fucked. I'm just going to tell you that right now. This is a full mount, right? He's not even in guard. He's not wrapped. He's got his knees in your underpits. You're a double fucked Oreo unless you know some jujitsu, man. You better be getting your shit together. He is in full position to just beat the ever living shit out of you. You are fucked in this specific circumstance.
He's knocked you down. He's got you mounted on the ground. Unless you respond fast, you're about to get beaten to death. So how should you respond in a situation like this where your life is on the line? I'll show you how in today's video. Hey, it's Martin. I'm the lead survival coach for Spy Briefing. This is Jason Hansen. He's a former CIA officer and the founder of Spy Briefing. He's been featured on Fox News, The Today Show, Shark Tank, and many other news programs as a survival expert.
I respect that this guy might be a survival expert. You can never really judge somebody 100% on their build. But I'll tell you one thing. This guy does not have the build of a fucking true scrapper. He got a real soft neck. Got a whole jawline. He probably jogs and stuff. He might be able to fuck some people up. I don't know. He's hiding under his pump cover.
Programs as a survival expert.
He's not really conveying a sense of physical presence.
Paul is best known for training the Navy.
No. What's this? Oh my God.
In hand-to-hand combat, including SEAL Team 6. Paul's new book, Rat Fight, reveals his entire dirty fighting system. He sold thousands of copies. But
no fucking way. I didn't make it this deep. I'm going to pause again. Dirty fighting system. This is built fucking purpose built for fucking boomers. I swear to God. Boomers and whatever the version of that for people my age is. This is, man, I don't know how to fight, but sometimes I just see red. You've never been in a street fight before, I'll tell you what, brother. Yeah, you're used to being out there in the cage, but once you get out here on the streets.
Got Paul to agree to give you a copy of Rat Fight for free.
You better be giving it away, because I don't think that's a fucking bestseller.
Today's technique. Your attacker takes you by surprise, knocks you down.
Okay, first off, if you get dropped and they're in the mount, that's fucking it for you if you're this dude's age. Unless you are seriously, I can't really explain this well enough. Any MMA guy is gonna be like, well, yeah, there's things that you can do, but you gotta be mad good. You're gonna trying to put people in the fucking like Kimura goddamn lock and shit, grab their fucking faces and stuff. But let's see what he says.
Into the mounted position. It can be very difficult to escape this position if you're using traditional techniques. But once you start using Paul Bunak's dirty fighting style, escaping becomes much easier. First, you want to control your opponent's posture and pull him towards you. This will.
Oh yeah. It is true. You do want to wrap people up. If you end up in the guard, you want to wrap them up. But he just grabs his little shoulder with his fingers.
Prevent your attacker from putting full knockout power into his punches. He might still be able to land a few weak arm punches, but he won't be able to knock you out or end the fight.
Oh, no.
Next part. When your opponent is clenched with you, you want to bite his ear using a technique Paul refers to as the Kina Mutai bite. When you perform this self-defense bite properly, you should be able to destroy you.
What has he got in his mouth?
Kina Mutai bite. When you perform this self-defense bite properly, you should be able to.
He has a little fake ear in his mouth. It was gold. I knew it was gold. Oh my god. That's the fucking. Yes. Yes. Fucking oh my god. I love him just kind of gently holding. He's like, when you got him clinched, go ahead and just bite his ear. Like, it's just super easy. You know, the guy's not going to be like flailing, trying to get you off. You just kind of, and just get him.
Completely destroy your attacker's ear. Your attacker will then instinctually cover his severed ear.
Oh, okay.
To the side where he's missing an ear and where he raised an arm to where his ear used to be. He'll lose his balance.
This is not real. This is like the Footfist way of self. This is, I'm in love. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with every fucking second of what I've just seen. I am so fucking glad I clicked on this shit.
Balance because he can't use his arm on that side to balance. And while he's off balance, you quickly get back to your feet.
But like that doesn't even make sense, John Dave, because he was already punching you in the face. That's the point of the mount. Is he's just sitting on you with the best bracing you can have, your knees out to the side and just pop, 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 pop. Dude, it's the mount, man. Oh my god. I'll get into what you should try to do in that case. He's not like 100% wrong, but like, just understand, if you get mounted, you're probably fucked. Especially if it's somebody that knows like a little tiny bit about fighting, because it's just one of those like, it's one of those stances where you're just checkmated. It's like, it's the mount, and then like the only thing that's worse is just a rear naked choke, basically, because you don't have any leverage. It's literally just only your top half. And if you don't know a lot about how to like scrabble out of stuff and how to like fight people, it's not like a completely doomsday scenario like a rear naked choke, but like you are really going to have to fucking work your way out of that. I'll talk about it in a second.
I recommend you use
He's not
signature move.
Don't assume anybody is going to care about their ear getting ripped off. First and foremost, I've seen guys get their ears ripped like in training, just normal ass training. And if you know anyone that's in wrestling, that's the reason they have those little wrestling things on. You can rip your ear off super duper easy. It's just like a fucking bit of skin on the outside of you. And like, if you just the right amount of leverage, it's not like you're pulling it off like it's a fucking tag on the back of a mattress, but if you just hit the ground in the right kind of way, or really if somebody like rubs the side of your head with like their forearm and like really grinds it and stuff, you can separate the top, sides, almost the entirety of the ear. This chunk right here is harder to get off, but up here on the top piece, that's really easy to separate, and it happens to people in training exercises all the time. It's a thing that can happen. So you have to be really careful and wear little ear protectors and shit. Not all the way off, but just ripped down. One guy was in training and it went down to like here to the top of the first like cartilage connection, and they just sewed it back on, but he didn't know. He was just like, I fucking cut myself or something, or I hurt my ear. And then everyone looked at him. Oh, there's a bunny here. everyone looked at him, and then they're like, dude, you're fucking, there's sunlight there. Basically, he's like, oh shit, and then it starts to hurt. But in the adrenaline of the moment, while this guy's beating the shit out of you, if you manage to like overpower, by the way, the strongest muscles in his body, I get over that. Like that's the other reason the mount's so strong. When you're in the mount, right, and you're on your knees, the muscles to get you to collapse forward, unless you get knocked off balance, are the strongest muscles in your body. It's your glutes are holding you up in that triangle position. If you guys sit down on your like knees right now and just feel how fucking strong like you are in the mount. That's the reason you've got a shitload of leverage. You're standing up, and anyone that tries to drag you down is going to have to like literally bend your body almost like in half from one of the strongest positions it can be in. More than likely, when you clinch somebody in the mount, they'll either sit down on top of you, and like lay there for a second, because they can rest. Because the second you let go of them, they can pop up because it's not exhausting, and then you're holding on to them with your arms. They can still fucking get, some like 3-inch punches in and stuff, but you can hold on to them, and then what you're trying to do is basically knock them off balance and like try to rip them this way, that way, this way, or that way. If you can actually grab somebody in a full bear hug and then drag parts of their face, I wouldn't even consider like if you're freaked out and you think you have to chew your way out of the situation, the only thing I can tell you is don't use your front teeth, because these will get ripped out like real easy. Unless you have something like a retainer in that'll like hold them in place. Go to these. You're gonna bite with your side teeth and try to do it like a shark. Like you kind of just like you rip, and then you can start just tearing chunks out. What would really get them is start ripping out their hair with your teeth. I know that sounds like stupid as shit, but if you really want to change somebody's whole fucking perspective on a fight, start chewing off chunks of their scalp, because that's probably what you can get to. And if you're not thinking of it, you're like, I'm just going to chew off their ear. But you might only be like, they're short or something. Their face is right here. Just start fucking chewing on them if you want. You're probably going to lose a tooth or two if you do that and they move around. They might headbutt you, by the way. The human face is not built for biting. We're the worst biters in like the animal kingdom, basically, because we gave up. We mend that. We maxed brain. We mend bite strength. Read more Grappler Baki for more information. But yeah, if you're in the mount, if somebody mounts you, you're kind of fucked. Don't get mounted, first off. But one of the best things to do is just start backpedaling. Backpedal like a little baby and do like little flailing kicks. It sounds crazy, but if you start flail kicking at somebody while they're trying to get close to you, they might try to approach at a direction where they can't mount you as easy. And if they get you in like 3/4 or a half, and they're on your side, you have a lot more leverage and you have a lot more of your body free to push on their body where you can get out of it. Like start fucking baby kicking. The second they knock you down, start fucking and push them off. Start punching them, kicking them, trying to get them off. If it's a fucking professional UFC person, they're just gonna they'll fade every one of those hits and start like choking you to death. That's just it. You shouldn't have fought Chuck Liddell, I guess. But yeah, if somebody fucking drops you into the mount, do not just be gently pulling them closer to chew their ear off. You'll probably have a lot more options. But dude, flailing, if someone attacks you, flailing recklessly with all of your might and just swinging for the fences is going to do you a lot more good than trying to think your way through things, unless you're a professional fighter. If you're like, and I mean like high amateur, like you're ready to fight. You've like actually like been in a ring and you've gotten past the first time you've ever been rocked. Then like you can probably actually like think of a way to fight. But generally just flail like crazy. If you get just ambushed, flail, and just always think stand, run. Stand in distance is really what the thing is. Stand up distance. You want to be on your feet. You want another 5 feet between them and you. That's such an advanced move. You're in the mount. What should I do? Use some sort of fucking Tibetan monk's version of biting somebody in the goddamn ear. That's amazing.
The rat technique to finish him off. To learn the rat technique straight from Paul Vunak, click Claim Book below. The rat technique is a dirty, vicious defense. It consists of 3 dirty fighting moves. When you
This guy's like audio is getting worse as the
Perform
commercial
a
goes
sequence
on.
of 3 dirty moves in combination, it is virtually impossible for a criminal to defend against.
Oh, what
That's
is
why I
that?
recommend you pick up a
What is this?
combination. It is virtually impossible for a criminal to defend against.
That's amazing. God damn it, I hate this fucking thing. Look at this. Look at this interchange. Anybody in my audience that knows anything about boxing, look at this fucking interchange. The dude in the motorcycle helmet unironically has a good stance, and then he just drops it for no reason.
It is
Look, my man, he's up guard. His guard could be a little bit higher, but you know, it is what it is. He's got a good wide stance. He's delivering off that back foot. Just lean into it a little bit more, and you've got him. He's pocketed. He's backing up. He's got his thing. But then like this changeup is insane. Watch his hands. Watch my guy right here. Watch him drop his hands to make this look more effective.
virtually impossible for a criminal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. hitting him off of these little fucking leaned up springers. Look at this.
Possible.
He did 3 punches off of his tiptoe, his right tiptoe, standing straight up. I'm not saying that won't hurt. You know, if fucking Muhammad Ali comes out, you know, back from the dead, and Rabbit punches you 3 times like that with them fucking quick, you know, practice uppercuts, yeah, that'll probably fucking shock you. But you would have to drop your guard first, and if somebody's got their feet that close together, and they're jumping, just and you got your feet like stocked, dude, just push back into them. You have to drop your guard completely. That's fucking wild, man.
In combination, it is virtually impossible.
Oh, here's another one, by the way, and you should just talk about this right here. He lets him get that rap, right? Like it's a fucking he just lets him get that rap. This guy was leaning into this the entire time. You can tell, like he's getting ready to fall back onto that mat. Like, all right, here we go. Okay, yeah, I've got both of my feet like squared together. All of a sudden, I'm gonna let you drop. But unironically, if anybody ever tries to like mid-waist tackle you, the trick is grab their head and it'll never make sense. It'll never make sense in your brain. But this is the one thing you can actually. It might make sense to you in the heat of the moment. Try to grab onto them where they tackle you and just kick your legs out behind you as much as you can. If you're afraid of landing on your knees, you're going to have to take one. Just kick out back as far as you can and try to like just kick your body out back that way, because that's how you prevent, first off, like a standard mount. That's a terrible takedown that guy did. You could see, like, even right here how far back he is. This guy's got a lot of time to wrap him up in the guard and stuff. He ducked way too late. If this dude wasn't doing an active thing, like, you could have caught a knee off that. And unironically, like, it's a basic wrestling move, but you just grab the back of somebody's head if they try to waist tackle you and just kick your legs out and push down. Sometimes it'll be somebody that doesn't have enough strength to actually hold on to your body, and then it's just your body, your hands on the back of their head, and then their face and whatever they can maybe get between them and the concrete before the end of that fucking moment. That's it. I've done that like a series of times before. Like that's just a super basic thing. Because people do try to get you in a fucking football tackle. I don't know why. Especially I don't know why people try to do it to me. My center of gravity is like a little bit higher, but it also means it takes a lot longer for me to like lose my balance too. I've got to like, I can jump back. I'm like, dude, you're fucking like 5 feet tall. Bap. I love this shit though.
That's why I recommend you pick up a copy of Paul's book and make the rat technique your trained response to use if you get attacked by a criminal. Just click Claim Book to learn the deadly rat technique.
My man seems like he spells the word criminal with an N. God damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is tremendous. I almost want to get this book at some point and just check out what's going on. Yeah, I stand 100% behind the advice I've given on this. It is not it's not pseudo martial arts advice. It's not sued shit. It'll literally run it by. Take my advice out into the world and run it by like actual fucking people that fight. And like, oh, what, this streamer told me like if I get attacked, I should just like, and I don't know who's attacking me, I should get ambushed and tackled. I should just flail against them, try to find my footing, and then run away. And they'll be like, it's not what I would do, but that would work. I guarantee you. Anyone who's like, no, you should absolutely not do that. What you should do is you should roll back with them, let them put you in full mount, and then just pull their face toward you, like, you know, they're fucking, what's Edward and you're Bella, and you're about to just like you know, become vampires together. This is amazing. This is amazing. I loved every second of this. I want to know more about the rat fight guy. But that's
like and
that'll be the segment.
subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.